Welcome back. It's Mid-Utah Radio with Caden McBride. I am on the phone with, now you'll have to excuse me if I mispronounce your name, but is it Dawit?
Yes, Dawit.
Dawit? Well, you are the author of Gratitude in Low Voices, and you have a unique view on the immigration debate and refugees in particular. Can you give us a little background of your history?
Well, I left Eritrea at the age 14 and ended up at the refugee camp in Nairobi, Kenya, after passing through southern part of Ethiopia. This is during the armed struggle for Eritrea's independence. I went through the arduous process of refugee resettlement process from Nairobi, Kenya to the United States, and I came on December 1st, 1990, to Silver Spring, Maryland, in Montgomery County. Before that, but I do really want to thank you for this opportunity, and I also would like to thank your audience in advance for not paying attention to my accent.
We surely don't mind that. We appreciate you coming on and taking the time to speak to us, that's for sure. Now, when you came to America, you also attended Johns Hopkins University. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. I'm actually extremely fortunate, not only for making it in one piece to the United States, but also for attending one of the great high schools at Springbrook in Montgomery County in Maryland. And then I received this letter from Johns Hopkins in 1992, inviting me to apply to Hopkins, and I just sent the application, and about 5 months later, I was admitted as one of the 800 students. And I studied at Hopkins biophysics, and also I did a lot of work in computer programming in the 90s, and I was fortunate enough again to land a job at Bloomberg.
Now, following your experiences there, like I mentioned earlier, you have a unique view on the plight of refugees and America. Can you tell us about America's foreign policies in Africa and what your feelings are about that?
First, with respect to refugees, one of the greatest things of this country, especially the people of the United States, is the welcoming nature and the philanthropic attitude of the people of the United States. At the same time, sometimes the system of governance, especially when it comes to foreign policy, the policy does not appear to resemble the ideals and the nature of the people of the United States. For example, as I have detailed in my book, Eritrea, which is located in East Africa by the Red Sea, south of Sudan and north of Ethiopia, has been one of the unluckiest countries, and the people have been receiving of some of the negative aspects of U.S. foreign policy, in that the U.S. government, especially the U.S. Policymakers, instead of handling issues in such a way that they become fair brokers, at times they side with one of the fighting entities or governments. And that makes the foreign policy of the United States look uneven-handed. And it makes it difficult for the party or government or people that feel they are not receiving the fair view of the U.S. foreign policy. It hurts generations. In case of Eritrea, because of misguided or unfortunate policies, the Eritrean people had to fight 30 years of armed struggle just to get independence, to get freedom, the freedom that are enshrined and are part and parcel of the Declaration of Independence of the United States.
Now, it's these same struggles that force people from their homes, and as part of that, it left you with some losses personally as well. Can you talk to us about those?
The losses started from my uncles, my dad's younger brother, who became a martyr during the armed struggle for Eritrea's independence. My mother's younger brother became another victim of the war, and I and 500,000 Eritreans became victims of that war. In addition, even now, as I speak, I have a handicapped sister, younger sister, who became a casualty of yet another war that started as a border conflict in 1997. And again, the United States is the only mediator that can resolve and put an end to this ugly history.
Now, when it comes to first-generation immigrant kids and their families, what would your message be to them?
It cannot get any better than the United States of America. Regardless of how we perceive or how we believe the impact of foreign policies might be, the people are completely different. What I have observed so far is consistently Americans have been decent, welcoming, and extremely helpful. And it's an opportunity for us, first-generation immigrants, to take advantage of this, to work hard. The availability of resource in terms of education is in abundance, and the availability of people, good people, that we interact on daily basis is humongous. And we need to take advantage of these good-hearted people who have nothing else to gain except the hope that we eventually take it forward. And I have tried to detail that in my book, In Gratitude in Low Voices, as much as I can.
Now, your book, Gratitude in Low Voices, where can it be found?
On Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Books A Million, and in all the independent bookstores across the United States. It's available in hard copy and in ebook formats as well.
We appreciate your time. And before we go, is there anything else you'd like to share with our listeners that you think they ought to know?
Yes, we are going to have a book launch event in Arlington, Virginia at the Bloomberg BNA headquarters, which is located in 1801 South Bell Street, Arlington, Virginia. And I would like to take this opportunity to also recommend people to look into Climate of Hope by Michael Bloomberg. And without Mike Bloomberg and the Bloomberg Corporation, my book would not have made the light of day. So I really would like to take this opportunity to give my gratitude in high voices to Mike Bloomberg as well.
Thank you very much, and we appreciate your time, and thanks for talking with Dawit, and we hope you have a good day.
Thank you very much. So to you.
All right, that was Dawit. You can find his book, Gratitude in Low Voices, online at Amazon.com, and we'll be back in just a little bit with your text and topic, Tradio, and